All right, Jay?
I am.
You are now, because you're back in the heat.
It's been a cold few days. Welcome back to the second episode on James's M3. We've been a bit scattered with filming, so this is what it took to get to this point. A few days have passed, but there's a new gasket. Something quite satisfying about laying a new gasket down, and to be fair, to buy it from the dealer was it was almost half the price of buying the eBay one that was wrong, which is a bit annoying, but let's get it back together. I'm not going to fully commit this time, put the wipers and the cover back on the heater until I've started it, so I'm going to fire it up and we're going to hope for the best and hope no smoke still comes off the exhaust. Let's give it a minute. Okay, I think we're good. It's been running for about 5 minutes and no smoke. Still a bit of oil down there on that back runner, but nothing new has appeared there. I'm happy with that. I'm going to put the rest of it back together and call that job done. Time to finish off the coil cover. I've just wrapped a piece of, I've got 400 paper, you probably could go harsher, but this is as harsh as we've got. Around a metal bar to keep it flat, and just gonna rub, basically. Got to be really careful not to touch the new paint. You can mask it, but I can't find any masking tape, so I'm gonna have to do it more carefully. Just keep it lubricated and rub, I'll show you. It's pretty straightforward, and you can see the result is different. Just try and keep going in the same direction, just so all the sanding marks go that way. I don't know, it just looks a bit neater that way. Ta-da! It doesn't look too bad. I mean, the right way to do these covers, I guess, is to make a fixture for the milling machine and skim them off. That'd be perfect, but we're only doing it once, or once at the moment, because we've only got one E36 M3 here. So doing it by hand is fine, and we're not looking for full concourse condition. This is James's track car, so presentable is enough. Alright.
What have you done?
Well, I've been beating a rusty arch with hammers, that's what I've been doing.
Repaint required then.
Bit of touch up.
Bit of body work. Unsupervised.
Well, at least the lip didn't fall.
Oh, well, there we go.
We did it, in fairness, we weren't fully expecting a lump of filler to come out, but yeah. That's perhaps not your forte?
No, never was. That's why I don't bother with getting wheels close to arches, so I just leave it alone.
Is the other side any better?
No.
Oh.
I just come in and just sitting with two hammers going like this.
Technique.
Shows what you were just doing.
What? What's the real technique then? I used to use the rubber one on the outside. But timing it better. What's wrong with that technique?
What was your inspiration?
Not my car, that's his inspiration.
Whatever that hammer's called. Planishing hammer.
Okay.
Right, we're in business now. Coilovers are fully installed. Got all the locking collars set up. Got the anti-roll bar drop link fitted. We're using adjustable ones here because we're about to corner weight the car. And it's important you don't preload the suspension with the anti-roll bar. So to do this, I mean, you probably can get ones that fit the car, but to do this with what we had in our hands, I had to drill out the bracket to a 12mm and the anti-roll bar down here to a 12mm, and drilling an anti-roll bar is not an easy thing. One drill bit, RIP. Anyway, I'll get on with the corner weighting and then the alignment. I know we've filmed this before on many cars, and it's quite a long and boring task, but it's got to be done. So first of all, I've been around the car and I've just made sure it's all square. So I've used the rear subframe mounting bolts either side for the back for ride height, and I've used the X-brace mount at the front there for the front, just to make sure the chassis is sitting level, because you can't really trust the bodywork. So we are within 0.5 millimetre now, so I'm going to get the weights out and start the next process. Right. Place bet now. How fat is an E36? If it's over a tonne, it's a heavyweight pig and shouldn't be considered a sports car. 1318. I mean, 300 kilos heavier than an E30. Now I'm done fat shaming the thing. I need to add some weight to the driver's side for James. I'm going to guess it's about 80 kilos. That seems reasonable, so I'll stick 80 kilos in the front and we'll get on with the setup. Well, there we are with 80 kilos on, so we're as good as 1400 kilos now. We're a little bit heavy on the front right, so I'm going to try lowering that corner a little bit and we'll see if that brings it back in line. After a bit of jiggering and pokering, I had to drop that right corner down 5mm, raise this one up about 5mm, and we are as good as 50% now on the crossweight. So now I'll get on with the actual aligning the wheels and it'll all change again. Okay, found a use for this wheel. It's not much good for anything else, but it's very good for storing the spirit level and getting the steering lined up. I mean, it does look disgusting though. Let's see what mess we're in. So we're at, well, what's the back wheels doing actually? Towing out. Reading this backwards because it's behind the wheel, so you have to remember that. So we're towing out on this side and in on this side. Okay, it's almost zero. I mean, you probably want a little bit of tow in. And then the front, what are we at there? 5, 6, almost 7. 5. Okay, we'll do a bit of tweaking. That's the back set to 2mm tow in onto the front. So I've got the kit set up. We're currently towing in massively because of the work I did yesterday, lubing up the track rods. So this should be fairly easy to adjust now. There we go, coming back. Probably a little bit wobbly seeing as I'm holding it in my hand, but where are we? Let's set them both to 0 and see where we are at that. Oh, I have to say, it does adjust beautifully now. Front's locked off, we're sitting about the 9s there. We've got a total of 2mm tow out. We're sitting as good as on the 9s down at the back, so that's pretty square. A couple of things left to do. Just check the corner weights one last time to make sure I haven't cocked that right up, and this is the only number we're worried about here. Here, where's my finger? Here. 50.19, 50.18, so that's good news. And I need to check the front camber to make sure that is still 3 3.5 degrees on both sides, and if that is fit both anti-roll bar links back on, making sure not to preload anything. This is the full joy of this operation. I've got too much camber now on this side, about 3/4 of a degree too much, so I need to make a change at the top, but it's not that simple because half the bolts are buried under the strut top, so I'll just simply start again. There we go, redone again, but luckily still 49.95 on the balance, which will do. Also, I've had another delivery of wheels today, so if you get the wrong wheels or the right wheels, remember those faces. Right, we're at an important bit. You need to make sure if you've got a adjustable anti-roll bar perched like this, that you do this bit, otherwise you're going to be in a world of pain. It's going to come loose. So full lock this way, we need to make sure that the drop link has free play in both directions, which that has, and then we'll quickly check it the other way. Again, free play in both directions. Now I can lock these off, and that is not going to try and kill me. Sweet. Another little adjustment, because you know, once you make everything adjustable, everything has to be adjusted. With the car sitting level on the ramp, you don't want any pressure on the anti-roll bar, so the beauty of these adjustable drop links is you can just wind them in or out until you can slip that in easily by hand. So maybe just going, there we go, simple as that. So that means with the car sitting level, there's no preload on the anti-roll bar. The back one we don't have much choice on because it's on standard links, so that is how that is. But the front we can adjust. I mean, you can also do it on the locking collars up there, you know, you can wind that up and down, but this way it is much easier. And at this point, if you're doing it yourself, you'll understand that you're probably ready to have it done. Right, off to Gaz's, or TJR Bodywork for its original name, or official name. Sweet. Don't know what you're going to hear here. It's pretty loud, but we've got a plan. We're going to take it apart. We're going to get on with it. This is why I brought it here. This is the sort of thing I was worried about when messing with cars that have had bits welded on and whatever before. You never know what you're going to find when you start whacking it with a hammer. Didn't end up being too bad, but we're going to just weld it back together now, as well as putting a bit of weld in this section. We'll grind that back and call that done. Yeah, sweet. Quality kit. The seam had just split a little bit there, so we're just trying to repair it, or we are going to repair it, not try. Since we can't decide which wing we're going to fit, I bought both of them over. So we've got the plastic one, which we're going to have the option to run in low mount, or we've got the high mount one, which is the fiberglass one. So to try and strengthen the low mount, Gaz is over there trying to fill it with expanding foam. Of all the bits here, this wing is the worst. I mean, it seems a bit strong to call it fiberglass tap. We're allowed to call this fiberglass tap. Yeah. Fiberglass tap. Simply gotta try and hand sand or hand file this. I mean, it would be a join if you had a real one, because when we paint it, that's going to look fairly ugly. Turn the noise down a bit. We're getting to, well, we are at the end of day one. It's 20 to 7 now. Oh, I'm cold. You look done.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Going.
Well, the car's looking all right. Back arches now look less like 50p's. What's the plan? We're going to give it a final skim of that and then leave it overnight.
Let it cure and then we'll shape it up tomorrow.
Sweet. And the other bits and pieces. Boot lid now has no rust hole up here. That got welded up. The fiberglass thing, tat, is as prepped as it's going to be. That's what we're going to say, because you could spend, I don't know, you could spend days on that, I reckon, couldn't you?
You could do, yeah.
So,
Fiberglass.
yeah, we're not. So that's just going to get silvered. And the plastic one is, well, the better finish, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah. Better finish, it's a little bit thinner.
But this is now full of foam, so hopefully, hopefully that's going to be a bit more solid. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Morning of the next day. You've been here early, guys.
Yeah, usual.
Yeah.
Normal there.
The car's getting there. Twinny's on the boot here. Giving that a little tickle.
Look at it.
Is that beautiful, is it? Thing of beauty.
Well, it's going to be lightweight.
Is that what it is?
Lightweight.
And I'll have a go on these wings. I'm glad we didn't try and fill this with foam after we painted it, because that would have been a disaster. Anyway, I'll get on with cleaning this up.
See that foam work?
Yeah.
Early landing centre.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, my first compass.
Well, it is early still, I guess. Primer time. I'm ready for this. See if I can deal with 60 degrees. Yes, I can. Beautiful. Here we go again. How are we looking?
Alright.
Oh, shush.
Evidence this is not there.
What we found?
A run.
Pre-run.
Previous paintwork. Definitely not there.
Wow, I could tell that as the arch sort of exploded when I hit it with a hammer. That's why we're here.
All the filler shrapnel fell out.
Yeah. Never mind. We're moving on though.
Not bad now.
We're certainly making a mess.
Prepping in the move, it's criminal.
Is this illegal move?
It is, but it's winter, mid-winter on a farm unit. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happier at this temperature, to be honest.
Yeah.
A few hours later, it's time to tidy up. And we're somewhere near. Or as near as we're going to be, that's what I should be saying. It's getting on in time, but we're pretty much there. We're as there as we're ever going to be. Since I want to take this thing back tonight, we're there.
Call that done.
Yeah, we've made the decision because the fiberglass wing needs quite a lot more prep than the plastic one. We're going to go back to start with a low mount plastic wing and I think Gaz and 20 are going to try and paint the big one tomorrow, and we'll decide if...
Which one's better?
Yeah, we'll decide which one we're going to fit later, but for now we're having the little one. Anyway, let's get on with the colouring of this thing. I do. Nice day for collecting it. Look at that.
So yeah, loving that warmth, bud.
Now we're back in the warm. We're back in the warm. Side skirts are on. Everything's, you know, it's got new badges. It's pretty good looking, to be fair.
It is. It's a strong look for, you know, I know you've been tortured for a couple of days, but
I do like this.
yeah, it's worth it, isn't it? It looks pretty sick. We have forgotten to tell the people a few things.
Lots of things.
Yeah, so
I couldn't remember what we filmed and what we hadn't
Yeah.
filmed, so I've realised that it's got different wheels to last time you saw it.
and what are they?
Rotor grids.
Yeah, which look
17x9 ET35.
yeah, which look
And,
excellent.
18mm space on the front, and that's how they bolt on the back.
Yeah, so that's just straight up ET35, 17x9 on the back, and
Got
yeah,
the latest version, or the prototype version of the HSD Monopros
yep.
fitted to it now.
Which you've already
you
shown.
will have shown some of me aligning that.
Yeah. So that's the new rear spring design that I've come up with. It's only really suitable for slightly stiffer spring rates, but it means that we can interchange spring rates really easily because it's just a normal coilover springs. It's 125 length, and we carry most of those in stock. So yeah.
It's on Nanko AR1s now.
Yeah, which
for Donington's in December.
December it's December 11th, isn't it? So
Next Monday.
in a few days' time, we're going to be on track with this thing, which we will no doubt show you. I'm
Need to swap the
going
steering
to be
wheel.
in that. Yeah. We're going to stick a Driftworks steering wheel in it and
And
a
then
Boss.
the badge back on.
Yeah. But no, top bombing, mate, and I'm sure James will be chuffed. I like that spoiler choice as well. That's definitely the one.
That is the one.
Yeah.
The other one's up here.
Yeah. Well, it's not quite.
It's up here. Terrible. Not only is it ugly, it's also not the greatest quality.
Sweet. So yeah, top work, mate. This is a bit where you sign off.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
We'll see you at Donington on Tuesday, Monday.
And
Thanks for watching.
I'm
remembering how to say it. Thanks for watching, and I'd like to thank every single one of you who's bought things from driftworks.com, paid for these projects
nice.
and my life.
I like it. Yeah. See you soon.